Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on the 9th Tirumurai, 6th Tirupadikam and the 8th verse. The verse goes this way. ozhivondrilaa unmai vannamum உலப்பிலூரின்ப வள்ளமும் மொழி ஒன்றிலா பொன்னி தீர்த்தமும் முனி கோடி கோடியமூர்த்தியும் அழிவொன்றிலா செல்வ சாந்தயூர் அணியாவடுதுரையாடினாள் இழி ஒன்றிலா வகை எய்தி நின்று இருமாக்கும் எண்ணிளமானனே. Tiruchitrambalam. Again, today's verse resonates with the earlier 7 verses that we have been talking about, as in this young girl has fallen in love with Lord Shiva and she is always repeating Lord Shiva's grace and his actions, and because when we fall in love with someone and someone is filled with our thoughts and in our heart, we always keep talking about the same person, right? Whatever happens, we will come back to the same person. And someone who's listening to it, they would always say, why are you like a broken gramophone? Why are you just coming back to the same thing? It's like a looping that you're talking about, That's exactly what this particular verse is also talking about, because this girl who has already fallen in love is like a broken gramophone. And she's going in loops talking about only Lord Shiva and nothing else. When her mom sees this kind of a helpless state, she doesn't have an option, right? So she goes back to Lord Shiva and she's arguing, saying that, why don't you show your grace to my daughter? Can't you see that my daughter is suffering so much? She's only talking about you, she's only thinking about you, and she's not doing anything else. Can you please show your grace on her so that she will be recovered from this particular love? It's obviously a disease, right? So they are talking about she'll at least be out of this particular situation. Can you please show your grace? So this comes as the mom's request to Lord Shiva. There's another beautiful phrase here which says Muni Kodi Kodiya Murti. If you look at the literal meaning, it says this particular place called as Thiruvavaduthurai has got a lot of siddhars living in this particular place, because they are all saints who are there living in this particular place. Not only that, Lord Shiva has already taken so many forms, and it's like crores and crores, as in millions of forms he has already taken, which represents as Lord Shiva is taking a particular form for each and every adiyar. So if he comes in one form for me, he will not take the same form for you. If you look at it, even the 63 Nayanmars that we are able to see, Lord Shiva did not repeat his get-up, his makeup and whatever, right? So he's so good in his way how he wants to get control of his disciples. So he doesn't repeat his makeup, rather he comes in different words. So that's why over here he says he has taken millions of forms. There's another hidden message here. If we look at Thiruvavaduthurai, there is another name for this particular place. It's called as Navakodi Sittapuram. I'm repeating, Navakodi Sittapuram. The place Thiruvavaduthurai is also called as Navakodi Sittapuram. So this verse comes in as another representation. There's a hidden message also in this. That's why if you look at it, when we start talking about Lord Shiva and once we start falling in love with him and always keep talking about him, obviously he is going to show his grace on us, because he is full of grace and love. That is what today's verse is all about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam.